All right, Conan the Barbarian, issue 24. And I got this really sick variant cover, Luke Eden Shinken. Hope I'm saying that right, but this is badass. We actually just, let's flip to the very end here and look at these various covers we got. Here's the general one. But yeah, when I saw this one, I had to, that had to be the one I got. That was just the coolest. Man, I tell you what. And on the back here, we got an advertisement for that figure. Man, this looked so cool. I went on the website, though. $75 for an action figure. Has a whole bunch of cool looking stuff. But man, that's tough. Oof. I'm pretty good with my little Lego Conan here hanging out in the corner. But we'll see. I'd love to get one of them figures because they look cool. But man, whew. But man, this story kicking off right where the last one left, and so fun. She is ticked off having just been knocked out, you know. And just the whole treacherous thing. She's going to get her revenge. And the end of this issue is gut-wrenching. But here we see Zula and Conan just kind of trying to blend in, sneak away, not get caught up by all the patrolling guards and everything, because the whole city's looking for them. And Conan's talking with him just about the spirit of Set and it being found upon him when he was in the form of the priestess before, and he's showing that he's got the spirit that he exercised from Conan in his amulet around him, and he's been using that to go undetected. And we get some really cool fights in this issue, and this issue really wows it on the fights, because we get some good stuff between all these folks here. But then and he uses this magic amulet for them to get into the snake pit under the city. But then we get to this double page spread, and how cool is that? So spooky, hella alien vibes. You know, like when we first see the all the alien pods inside the ship in that first Ridley Scott movie. That's the vibe I'm getting, but more with a dark fantasy tone. But same thing, and so creepy. I do not want to be in in this basement. And then we get these man snakes all hatching up, and they're so creepy. We've seen these in various comics before, because you know they're just some of the snake creatures we come across in the Conan universe. But I like how specifically this one, while having him in a bit of a trance, has him remember. And this is just from a few issues previous. We had seen this, where he just gazes upon the statue in the side, and we see it sort of coming to life as that thing and just being all spooky. And yeah, I love that. And him just getting kind of sucked into the stare of the horrible snake creatures, and they look so creepy. I love too the juxtaposition between the actual terrible snake form of them and the kind of beautiful graceful look that you get at certain points, which just seems to be entranced by the magic and the hypnosis stare of the creature. I love it. So cool. Great fights here. Conan just chopping it right in half, and the gore just stabbing right up through the head there. So cool. This issue is just a pleasure to look at. Real cool creatures. Great fights. The pacing's wonderful. I like these two together, but I like how they're begrudgingly friends. There's a little bit of bouncing back and forth antagonism sort of thing. I like about that. And here we see, even though Conan was so set on keeping his promise, just as Zulu said he would keep his and help them rescue his girl. Like, no, dude just up and vanishes. And I love how this is illustrated too, showing them, like, here we see them wading through the crowd, and they stand out a bit, but they're still able to get by. But here we see, just as Conan turns his head, he changes his shape and he's all hooded. Next panel, Conan turns around, he doesn't see him, he's right here. Next panel, where did he go? Is that him right there? I think that's just the corner of his arm, but maybe that's not even him. And this is heartbreaking, because he finally runs up to go rescue her, and when he finally gets there, like, he just plows through all the guards. I love that. He just, like, the narration. Zub, who's been writing this, has just been doing an expert job. I've been so thoroughly enjoying it, and like, he just always nails the tone and everything about it. And this here, like, just the pacing of this issue was so wonderful, and just this whole end of the issue killed me, where he just plows through. He's on a mission. He's gonna grab her. Zula be damned for leaving him hanging, but he gets it done. And right as he gets there she is, entranced with that same kindness begets kindness thing we saw from issues previous in that one town. And ladies just left her message on her, and it's awful, because man, I just, yeah, the end to this just was a gut punch to me, with her being hypnotized. Just the taking away of the free will is real painful. But she's crying, standing there on the ledge, and she's just been waiting for him. And the moment he gets there, she says her message, and then she drops. And and the emotional punch here too, with what it's saying here. There must have been sound, any sound at all, the howl of wind, the howl of his scream. But if there was, the Cimmerian does not remember. All he hears, all he feels, is the pounding of his wild and wounded heart. Damn, that's good. That's real good, man. And like, you feel it, and it is so harsh. And then we get to the end here, and this woman, this serpent, this devil, who just made me feel a bit of a just hurt in me. Like, just imagine how Conan's feeling. That's some good evil villainy right there. That's something I like in a book, in a villain, in a comic, in a story. Just a villain that you're rooting against. And I tell you, after that, I am looking forward to seeing her get a sword in the neck. So fun though. I love this. And then the end of the book here, with him walking away from the city, the smoke still rising up as all the fires engulfing the city from underneath, and just everything implied, just fuck that place. And Conan's real excited to never have anything to do with Stygia again, and of course that ain't gonna happen. So the narration even says here, he swears he shall never set foot in Stygia again, but fickle fate breaks many the promise of man. I love this illustration here with that big old hood and everything, and just walking off from the distance with the smoke in the background. Very cool. Here's a collected edition for the I guess when I saw this, I was thinking or when I first heard about it, I thought it was just collecting the crossover comic, but no, this is just the first storyline they're doing. So I guess they're going to be doing deluxe hardcovers of the series, and man, I don't know if I want to double dip or not, but getting all these books in a beautiful, oversized and collected together, being able to just read them all in one go, because I've done a few like trade paperback reviews issues where I just read a whole storyline all chunked together, and the book reads phenomenally in that way. And yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. For every collected edition I buy, that's less single issues I can buy too, and I like experimenting and reading new stuff as well. But yeah, I'd be tempted. I gotta look at that, but that looks cool. And you know, it says it's got some cool exclusive stuff. I'm a sucker for that. And Roy Thomas doing a little bit of a thing in there too is cool. We looked at these covers. Here we got a great blurb again by Jeffrey Shanks doing another of these ongoing little essay things at the end. I love how each one ties in to the book itself, but it you know, it stands alone well, and it also like feels like a continuation of the last essay just as much as speaking to this issue itself. So I don't know how well that's planned and if that's done intentionally, or if the essays and things are written separately and like far off and they're just attached to the thing. But man, it feels like it flows right from last essay to this one perfectly, as well as accompanying the issue we saw itself. Here we got a bunch of collected editions to look at. Man, I got all the Conan the Barbarian omnibuses, but I only had so much funds. I wasn't able to get in on the Conan Savage Sword of Conan omnis that were coming out originally from Marvel. And I tell you what, I regret that a little bit, but you only have so much money you can spend on things. And I like tracking down the actual magazine issues at comic shops too. They can be pricey though now. Like I used to be able to find them for like $7 or $8, and now I seem to be able to find them for like 15 or 20. Like they've just shot up in price, it seems, which is unfortunate because they were really fun to pick up, but they're getting even unaffordable now. But now they're doing a new edition of Savage Sword coming out, and I'm looking forward to reviewing that when it comes out. I saw a solicitation for it where they're re-releasing old classic Savage Sword stories recolored and redone. So knock on wood, the colors enhance things, because sometimes black and white is actually preferable, as seen in this cover here that's mostly black and white with a little bit of red in there too for good measure. But all the same, I'm excited for that collection to come out, and that's just regular magazine, but still magazine size. I love that. And that's another argument against the omnibus format for the Savage Sword, is, you know, you miss out on the magazine sizing. Like things get shrunk down and stuff to fit in it, and you know, it's just a different format. You know, release the books in that oversize. But anyhow, I'll be talking more about that when we review those issues. But this one right here, I love the hell out of it. A whole lot of fun, and I'm really pumped for that issue 25 with Alex Orley. That's going to be so flippin' cool. My first comic video on this channel was looking at a just comic art book of his, I believe. Pretty cool how things just keep connecting and popping up. But yeah, so we'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining me.